Hey guys, welcome to Turn Heal. Welcome to the place where we empower the high vibers. I hope all is well. Luck here. Welcome to your new moon in Aquarius reading. Also, moonlighting as your weekly reading. All right, so hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a great new moon weekend. Let's get into it. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know? How are we gonna start this? All right. What do we manifest in the previous moon cycle? What did we manifest in a previous moon cycle? All right, so we have the universe card coming through. This is similar to like the world card or the wheel of fortune card, all right? It's coming out in reverse, all right? This is like preparation for the new world, preparation for the new thing that's about to come in, all right? You might feel like the rumblings, things are shifting around, okay? Things might have been shifted out of your life on accident, probably not on purpose. All right, we do have the Three of Cups coming through as well. There could have been some shifts in your social circle where you might have felt some people leaving, some people coming in. That might have happened in the past couple of weeks or so. All right, things shifting in your family life, right? It's just people that you might not have been talking to, they might be coming back in, especially because of retrograde, right? But what else? Yeah, and people that you might have been talking to a lot, they might be more distant. All right, it's like musical chairs with the social circle is what it's feeling like. All right, and here we are with that Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse. All right, so that was the energy of the previous moon cycle. And let's see, where are we now? What was this preparation for? Oh. All right, so we have the Page of Cups. Came out sideways here, all right? The Page of Cups coming out sideways. Why would that come out sideways? Like, hold on. It's a bittersweet moment, this Wheel of Fortune energy. So things are changing, right? We feel the change in the air. We're seeing the changes of our social circle. Things like that is not really easy. It's not really easy to get used to, right? Especially if it's people that's been in your life for a while, and then you're like, oh, we're growing apart, whatever the case is. Those are some not so fun moments, okay? So it's kind of patching up our wounds about that, but then also moving forward anyway and realizing like, oh, that needed to be done. Is getting clarity about that, seeing why that needed to happen, why these shifts are happening, why these other people are coming in now, seeing what purpose they're serving. And it's feeling a little bit more hopeful about it. But this burden card is coming through. I feel like even though it's a good thing, we're moving forward, but we're just like, oh, it doesn't feel good. All right. It's just like, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday type of energy. Okay. That's it. All right. I mean, that's natural. That's natural. All right. What else we got going on now? Yeah. Yeah. That Five of Pentacles coming through. That loss. It's feeling the loss of it, and really just sit in that thing, sit in it. All right, just because you're feeling like nostalgic or feeling like you're missing someone, it does not mean you got to take your ass back. No, it's just a natural reaction to things changing and having these moments of reflection. Okay, nostalgia might be creeping up. Hey, remember the time? Or you're just reflecting to yourself, oh my God, I remember the time when we used to do this and that, and reflecting on fun moments. Oh my gosh, but it's like, just because hindsight being 2020, hopefully hindsight is 2020, but right now I feel like hindsight might be a little bit tricky. The nostalgia might be a little bit tricky. It might tempt us to look back and glorify and romanticize the shit we done walked away from. You walked away from a thing, or people are just kind of smoothing on out and other people are coming on in, it's for a reason, okay? All right. It's just a lot of newness is what I'm getting. It just feels everything is new. Everything is new, and it's just like, this is so uncomfortable. It's like the first day of school, all right? And this is what it feels like. It's a collective first day of school, and everybody's like getting to know the new people in their new chapter before the scene begins. That's what it feels like. It's preparation. All the all the players about to sit in their place. And some people, that's the end of their act in this play that is your life, and they have exited stage left, right? And now you're seeing like, okay, we're preparing for the new scene. All right, so we're gonna have a tree here, and this person go in your first mark. So you have some new people that's coming in, and I don't want to say sizing. I want to say sizing people up, but I don't want to say that. But that's what almost came out. It is kind of peeping the scene. It's sizing up this new stage, the new players that are coming in. I mean, I guess, yeah, first day of school energy. You're looking at who's the jocks, who's the cheerleaders, who's the nerds, right? It's that type of energy. And it's just like really just looking and observing the scene. So, and then it's just missing your old school. All right. Anyway, that's the energy. It's a lot of young energy, and that's for everybody. All right. Young, not meaning age. Young meaning just being in something brand new and just being like a fish fresh out of water. Okay, that energy. While still having to deal with this Nine of Swords and this Five of Pentacles energy, still having to deal with, oh, I miss my old school. You know, that energy there. And that's a burden that we're carrying. I mean, look, it is what it is, okay? Until you actually get acclimated, and then you make the new friends at this new school, and then you realize, oh, it's not that bad. All right, that's the energy that I'm getting. All right, what's coming up? What's emerging? There's something about this graduation that doesn't feel like we didn't make it happen. I mean, if it was left to our own devices, we would have stayed in our comfort zone. That's what I'm feeling like, okay? It feels like these shifts that happen, like a graduation, you have to graduate. You have to go to the next grade. Like, you can't choose to stay in the grade. So it's that type of energy where we kind of feel pushed into this new beginning, into this new world. And we're like, no, I miss, you know, me and you should have a part type shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, Seven of Wands. I think we get comfortable. We do get comfortable with this new chapter, with these new allies that come around. We also have new foes. We have friends and we have foes. It's about to be a whole mixed bag, all right? With this new chapter comes new players. With these new players, it comes new lessons. It comes new karmic lessons. It comes with new divine lessons, beautiful divine paths, you know? It's just a whole new set of choices, all right? So the thing about this level, this new level that we're stepping into, is we can learn from the past level that we were at to use our discernment when we're meeting these new players. All right. For some of you guys, definitely, this is giving linking up of soul tribes. You know, I think I talked about this a couple years ago, where it was like all these Power Rangers are scattered all over the world, right? And then they're all doing their own stuff, right? They're all going through their own lives, trying to get out of their own little personal karma that they're dealing with. And they're awakening. All the Power Rangers are awakening, right? And they go out into the wilderness. They leave where their comfort zone, and they awaken. They go out into the wilderness. And in this wilderness, they find other Power Rangers who are just like them, other people who woke up. And it seems like it's by accident where you start running into these people who are like you, but really you guys are supposed to sync up this way. And I talked about that the Power Rangers coming together into like this Megatron. I don't know the lingo. I forgot. It's been years ago. Okay. But you know how the Power Rangers come and unite and they become a big ass machine, a transformer thing. I'm mixing up all the childhood all the childhood shows, whatever. You get what I'm saying? They come together. This is what's happening now, okay? You done woke up. They done woke up. That other person done woke up. Your soulmate over there. Your karmic over there. Your divine counterpart over there. All right? You got a couple of soulmates coming through. Some are friends. Some are romantic partners. Some of them are co-workers, right? They're all waking up. Some of them did not. Some of them are still asleep. But the ones that woke up, now you guys are going to gravitate towards each other through divine intervention. All right. And that is the scene that's being set in this play. I'm giving it a lot of metaphors here. First of all, I'm calling it a play, then it's a school, but you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? In this first day of school, y'all all are gonna go to the same school and meet each other. All right, and naturally link up. All right, cool. Anyway. All right, so we have that Seven of Swords there, and I feel like we easily get comfortable. We get comfortable pretty quickly. We have to. Oh, that's why I brought that up. We have to get comfortable pretty quickly with this being in this new school. We don't have time to focus on the old school and the old friends and the old this and that, because we have new karma smacking us in the face, okay? We have new lessons that might be popping up, right? And we have to just start taking on these new assignments, all right? You can't focus on 8th grade work when you're in 9th grade and you have 9th grade assignments now. Now it's like, okay, I ain't got time for that. Oh my gosh, I gotta pass this chemistry test. You know, and that's the energy here. Like new tests, new karma coming in, new people that you gotta size up. I don't know why I keep wanting to say size up. Some of you guys, this is really coming through as like some school energy. Some of you guys in this new school, the set of new players, it seems like I keep getting this download for some reason where we have to sift through a few of them before we get to our actual soul tribe energy. Like the first couple of them are gonna be kind of trash. It's like going to school and going to this new school, and the first couple of people you meet are the bullies, right? Until you actually meet your actual allies. That's what I'm getting there, okay? So when I was talking about with this group of people, some of them are friends, some of them are foes. Be mindful of that. Yes, we've gone into this new stage. Great, congratulations on your graduation, right? On your evolution. But with that does come just a totally new set of all of the choices that you can make, good, bad, and ugly, on a new level, okay? So we have to get our footing pretty quickly, because we realize like, oh, hold on. Oh, I'm out here solo dolo, baby. I gotta get up. I gotta protect myself, you know? And you use your tools from the past. This will be discernment. All right. Ace of Cups coming through with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. And the Naked Heart. This is just feeling like this vulnerability, feeling solo, and then dealing with people who are not really the best in the beginning of this phase. It's like the initiation into this new chapter is meeting the trash people at the door. That's it. It's just the people who are looking for trouble, and that's just what I'm getting there. All right. They could come off as false soulmates, things like that, and you're just gonna have to sift through them, okay? If you have, the thing is, we've been in this cycle where we had to let go of certain people for certain reasons. So don't go into this new chapter and pick up the same familiar type of energy that you just walked away from. If you walked away from certain people got pushed out your life, or you had to cut them off, or they cut you off, whatever the case is, take the gems from those previous relationships, understand why they had to go, and when you're in this new chapter, know that you're going to meet the same types of people again, and you're going to have to make that decision again, right? You're going to have to make this decision. If you were meeting selfish people before, energy vampires before, then you're stepping into the stage, you're going to meet more energy vampires, and you're going to have to say, no, I don't have to learn that lesson again, right? I'm not going to take them in and see like, oh, maybe they'll change, or whatever the case is. You're going to know that shit for what it is. Oh, that's an energetic vampire. I'm out. You know what I mean? That's the energy there. We don't have to repeat lessons in this new cycle, but there will be an opportunity to repeat those lessons if need be. I don't know, that got me hyped. I don't know, because this energy is like we go into this new stage feeling like a baby, like, oh my gosh, and then it's just like raw, and it's like, what the fuck? Yo, hold on, you know? That's the energy. Like, you have to just be on your toes immediately. Okay. Yeah, all right, cool. Back to the school metaphor. It's like if you're, you know, you're just not being babied anymore. If this is, for those on a spiritual path, you might feel like the training wheels are off. You might not have realized how much the training wheels were on. All right. So now you're going to see what that feels like to ride a two-wheeler without the wheels, without the training wheels. How that shows up for the spiritualist, that shows up like realizing how much of a bubble you were in, a spiritual bubble you were in, and learning how to use those spiritual tools on your own. All right. That's what I'm getting to. Learning how to really pull out your magician mode when need be. Okay, this is a quick download. We're going to just jump to the side real quick, give you that quick download. Spiritualist, in the beginning, in our baby stage, when we were still learning things, we were learning how to walk our spiritual path, and we were still learning what it means to be a magician. There was more grace given, right? When we weren't following our intuition, there's more grace given, right? Than there would be now, is what I'm getting. I'm not to scare anyone. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, the freaking fire pit of hell is going to open up. I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying now you're at a point of spiritual maturity where you know better. You know better, right? Where it's not going to be, you're not going to be as babied. And I think it's going to be a bit of a realization of how babied we were spiritually, how much of a bubble we were in spiritually compared to now. It's like now you are a teenager, right? So I don't have to treat you like an infant. You know what you need to do here. You don't have to run to me. And I'm speaking from the guy's point of view, or the universe's point of view. You ain't got to run to me and ask me all day, what's this and what's that? Your intuition's on point. You already know what this is. Handle it, you know, as opposed to, all right, this is what's happening. Now, when you do this, you need to move like this. This is how you protect yourself. Now it's like, you know what to do. Don't come to me for no bullshit. Not like that, but you get what I'm saying. Come to them, obviously. But it's just going to be, the reins are going to be a bit loosened. All right. Cool. That's going to be, I feel like that's going to be a little bit, I want to say that's going to be a little bit of a tower, but anyway, just the realization of, ooh, this is how it feels to have more control. This is how it feels, how that comes up. Another way it comes up, manifestations. Your manifestations are going to be quicker, right? Where you might have had more of a buffer before because your mind wasn't as, your magician skill wasn't as sharp. Once you get to that point of like mastery of some sort, of a level of mastery in magician mode, then the gates open up a little bit more, right? And you can manifest quicker. You're more aligned, good, bad, and ugly, you know, so that's more responsibility that comes in. So that's another way of how the training wheels come off and that bubble kind of gets popped a little bit. All right. Where you're no longer in the womb, safe like that. Right. Okay, cool. I mean, you're still safe. You're still protected, blah, blah, blah. All right. Whatever. Y'all get, if you get it, you get it. All right. All right, cool. You're protected, blah, blah, blah. They just might let you fall a little bit more. That's what I'm getting. Like, oh, you're not going to listen to me? I know you hear me. Like, it's like for someone who is newly on that spiritual path and they don't hear and they're just like, I don't know if this is my intuition or not. They're given way more grace, right? Because it's just like, all right, we still have to learn how to communicate with each other. You still have to learn how to trust your intuition. You know, you get a little bit more grace. But once you've already proven that you know what your intuition is, you understand it, you followed it, you saw it work time and time again, you know, then it's just like, if you don't listen, you should be embarrassed. Anyway, all right, so we have this Ace of Swords coming through with the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so yeah, this is like not quite being in adulthood, and I'm just talking about collectively spiritual adulthood, but this is like being spiritually in teenage mode. That's what I'm getting. All right, and seeing more of the truth, seeing more of the truth of the reality of things. Okay, the nature of our reality, the nature of our universe. We ain't gonna get too deep into that, but when that comes, that comes. All right, and then also realizing how false that previous chapter was. Okay, moving on. I feel like this reading is all over the place. Golly. This is so sweet. Oh my gosh. This energy right here, I like it. So, the Ace of Swords and then the cloud, right? That cloud is before. This Two of Cups energy is after, right? What I'm getting here is the truth coming out about, all right, how false our previous chapter was. Because we start meeting real deal people, because we start meeting our soul tribe, it makes us reflect on, oh my gosh, this is what a friend should be, not what I was dealing with before. And now you no longer miss that shit because you're like, oh, now I realize how fake that thing was, right? Or you meet a love and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what love is. I don't know what the hell I was dealing with before, okay? All right, this is what it means to be fulfilled in your career. I don't know what the fuck I was doing before. Wasting my goddamn time, that's what I was doing. You know what I mean? It's those moments of truth that happen. That is a plus side of these new players that come in, or the soul tribe at least, for the soul tribes that come in, all right? It really, we go from missing the past and being nostalgic to having all these like new experiences come in our face, smack us in the face there, and it makes us forget about our past pretty quickly. That's what I'm getting. All right. Next, what are we feeling to see? Oh, that's what we're feeling to see. Any blockages? What are the blockages? Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords, and the Moon card. New choices. That's all. All right, cool. New paths opening up. Sky Poppy coming through. Okay, Emperor. Making real life decisions out here. Okay. Oh, the High Priestess coming through. New responsibilities. The stakes are higher. The responsibilities are a bit more, have more gravity. I think that's for everyone in general. But for the spiritualists, I feel like that hits a bit more. Where the spiritualists are going to have to refine that path and really just lock in. Start locking into... if you are like a light worker, right, then it's just knowing what your specialty is going to be. You know, if you choose to continue on that path, that specialty will start to come up. You might have more gifts that come online, obviously. And just being more clear about your mission. All right. Okay. So there's more learning that comes in, more a development of spiritual gifts that comes in now with this new moon in Aquarius. Okay. You have a choice. You have a choice there. I do want to say that with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords here, you have a choice. You don't have to take it on. And for those who are awakened but not necessarily light workers, you have a choice to step into. That choice might come about for you to step into the light worker's path, where it's not just what I screamed about. I screamed to the Aquarius collective about that in the last reading. Like, wake up, come through, we need you. Y'all out here using your magic powers for your own selfish reasons. Show the world, help people, you know. So some of you guys are gonna start being pulled out of the dark with your hidden gifts that you haven't shown to the world, for the betterment of, you know, just helping others, using your spiritual gifts to serve others. You know, some of you guys, so some people, so a new batch of light workers are about to come on board here. Okay. Collectively, everyone is just taking one big step, right? The people who aren't awakened, the ones who choose, they're going to choose to take a step. But and then whoever was here was already awakened. Now they have a choice to take a step into light worker path, right? And whoever's on the light worker path, they have a choice to now go into this level of mastery, of refinement of their mission, and so on and so forth. Whoever's in their mission, you know, I don't know what happens after that. Okay, not there yet. But yeah. All right, cool. But there's always a choice here. Not everybody's going to make that choice. You don't have to, right? Of course, it is highly suggested. All right. This does feel like a huge decision, you know, that changes the trajectory of your life and kind of solidifies your fate. I don't want to be that dramatic, right? But it does, you know, when you're not awakened and then you decide, oh, I'm going to accept this thing and get on a spiritual path. Ain't no turning back from that. That changes the whole trajectory of your life there, okay? Ain't no going, you can't unsee that thing. You could try all you want. You're not going to unsee it. It changes everything. So with everyone's graduation, everybody's step, they have a choice that could just change their destiny there, you know? It's like that Goosebumps Choose Your Scare book, right? Turn to page 35 if you want to refine your spiritual gifts. Turn to page 72 if you want to park here, you know? It's up to you. The choice is being highlighted here, that it is a choice. This part is enforced. Going into this new chapter, seems like we're all being pushed into graduation, but if you want to excel in this, if you want to coast in this, you know, that's all up to you. That's where the new set of choices come through. I feel like with fate and destiny, all right, another sidebar here. I feel like with the fate and destiny, like there's no one set destined path. You have the choose your scare, choose your path moment. Go to page 35 if you want to do this. Okay, well, if you take this path, this trajectory could lead to this destiny. Okay, now you took a few steps. Now you have another choice. This other choice gives you a bunch of other paths that can lead to other destinies, right? And I feel like that's how destiny works. You know, it's not one full on just one destined path. It's just many decisions that just it shifts your destiny into other directions. So that's where we're at. Choice is being highlighted here. You have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice when you go into this new stage to repeat your cycles. You have a choice to go on and make the same ass mistakes again and repeat that shit all over again. But why do that? Why repeat the grade? You worked so hard to get out of it. All right? All right. What's the advice? Let me get up out of here. I'm hungry. All right. 3 of Swords in reverse with the 9 of Cups. In reverse. Both in reverse. Look. Dreams are going to change. What you thought your destiny was, what you thought your path was supposed to be. Just be open to that changing. It just feels like a major leap here. Okay, but yeah, with this new change, you're gonna have, as I mentioned, new gifts. So if you have, for the spiritualist, if you have new gifts, now you have to see how that plays out in your life, right? If that's something that you want to start doing, if that's something that you want to start doing, start taking on this new gift and refining it, then now that's a new path that you didn't consider before because you didn't know, you didn't have that information. All right. Some of you guys, maybe you're going back to school, certifications or whatever the case is, and now you have this new skill. Now what you thought your life was going to look like, now it looks different, right? It's a lot of changes happening here. The Nine of Cups in reverse and the Three of Swords, whatever our old dreams were, we're letting that go. And we're cool with it, though. With the Three of Swords in reverse, we're cool with it because we know that that's what we were supposed to do. It's a realization. This part might be the Tower, and it might feel a bit jarring. But it's a good Tower. It's like oh, okay, I get it. That moment of, oh, I experienced love before. I thought I did, but no, this is love. You know, I've experienced friendship before. No, this is friendship. That part is a Tower, realizing how false our past reality was. And once you start meeting the real, okay? So let's welcome the realness, welcome the real people, welcome the real past, welcome the real you, okay? Let's step into our realness, a new level of authenticity, which will continue to happen. But this is a really huge one, it seems. All right. Let me know what y'all think. I felt like this reading was all over the place. My mind is scattered. All right, but let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG, Taryn Hill, if you want a personal reading. Check out the info box below if you want to be an angel donor. Check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. So we'll meet again. Peace.